All right, today we are heading to one of Scotland's most famous, most photographed landmarks. It's this incredible jagged pinnacle that looks like it's literally tearing the sky apart. We are going to the Isle of Skye to hike up to the old Man of Storr.
You know, for so many people who make the trip here, we're talking photographers, hikers, just people with a dream, this isn't just another walk in the park. No way. It's more like a pilgrimage. It's all about getting that one perfect, moody, atmospheric shot. It's a goal, something they've wanted to do for ages. And today, we're going to find out exactly why it holds such a powerful draw.
Okay, so let's get our bearings. Where in the world are we? We're on the Trotternish Peninsula, which is on the famous Isle of Skye. And let me tell you, this whole landscape, it just feels like it's from another planet. And right at the heart of it all is this legendary rock formation they just call the Storr. I mean, the sheer scale of the geology here is just mind-boggling. The entire ridge we're about to explore, it was created by this absolutely massive, cataclysmic landslip about 60 million years ago. And get this, at 19 miles long, it's the longest landslip in all of Great Britain. That single event is what carved out this entire dramatic cliff face we see today.
And right there he is, the old man himself. He is absolutely the star of the show. We're talking about a single, jagged pillar of basalt rock that just juts out into the sky, standing 55 meters tall. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the height of a 15-story building. Just standing there, all by itself.
But here's the crazy part. As ancient as that landslide was, the rock itself is unbelievably older. The old man is what's left of something called a volcanic plug. Basically, it's the hardened magma from the core of an ancient volcano, and its age, an incredible 2.8 million years old. The landslide just came along and scraped away all the softer stuff, revealing this ancient giant that was hiding underneath.
So when you've got a landscape this bizarre and epic, is it really any surprise that Hollywood came knocking? Of course not. Its strange, almost alien beauty made it the perfect backdrop for big sci-fi and fantasy movies, which totally cemented its status as an icon all around the world.
Okay, I bet you're inspired. You're probably thinking, right, I want to go. So let's switch gears and get into the practical stuff. How do you actually make this journey happen? What do you really need to know before you even think about lacing up your hiking boots?
All right, here are the vital stats, the need-to-knows. The starting point for the hike is just a quick drive, about 7 miles north of Portree, which is Skye's main town. The hike itself is about 3.8 kilometers, or 2.4 miles, for the round trip. But, and this is a big but, don't let that short distance fool you. It is steep. It'll take most folks between 1.5 to 2.5 hours. And yeah, there's a parking fee. It's about £6.
Now listen up, because this might be the single most important piece of advice I can give you. Get there early. I'm serious. If you roll up after mid-morning, good luck finding a parking spot. People who've been there will tell you, later in the day, the cars are just lined up for miles down the road. An early start, it just means way less stress and a much quieter, more enjoyable trail.
And what should you bring with you? Well, first off, sturdy hiking boots are an absolute must. The path is rocky, it's uneven, you'll be glad you have them. But even more important, waterproof layers. The weather on Skye is legendary for being unpredictable. You can literally go from beautiful sunshine to thick fog and howling wind in just a few minutes. You have to be prepared for, well, for everything. Okay, we're all geared up, we got there early, we're ready to go. Let's start the climb and follow this path as it winds its way right up into the heart of this incredible landscape. So the journey kicks off on a pretty well-maintained trail. You'll pass through these tall deer fences right at the beginning. They're there to protect this really fragile environment. Now the path gets steep immediately, with these big stone steps that help prevent erosion. So just take your time, okay? And hey, a little tip, don't forget to turn around and look back. The views of the islands of Rosse and the mainland are amazing from the very start.
A little ways up the trail, you're going to come to a fork in the path. And here you have a choice to make. Do you take the steep, direct route, or do you stick to the main, more gradual path?
Okay, so here's the deal. The path to the left, it's a real slog. It's definitely quicker, but man, it is steep and it is tough. The main path over to the right is the one that pretty much everyone takes. It's a bit longer, it'll probably be more crowded, but trust me, it's a whole lot easier on the legs. Your call.
Now, as you're making your way up, you might be lucky enough to meet a ranger like Jordan. And what he has to say is so important. We all think, oh, a banana peel, an apple core, it's biodegradable. What's the harm? But in an environment this fragile, it's actually a huge deal. It changes the pH of the soil, and that's enough to stop the native plants from growing. It's such a powerful reminder to leave no trace. Truly, leave nothing behind. As you keep climbing, the path eventually leads you into this huge grassy bowl right underneath the main cliffs. They call it the sanctuary, and the name is just perfect. From there, the trail kind of squeezes through a field of massive boulders, and you're heading towards another giant rock formation called the Needle. Some people even call it the Cathedral.
Okay, deep breaths. After all that effort, all that climbing, you're almost there. This is it. This is the moment the entire journey has been leading up to. You are about to arrive at one of the most iconic viewpoints on the entire planet.
And then, there it is. You make that final push onto this little grassy hill. You turn around, and the whole view just explodes in front of you. You've got the Old Man, the Needle, the towering cliffs, the sea in the distance. It's all laid out in this one perfect, absolutely breathtaking picture. This, right here, is the reward for all that hard work.
You know, sometimes the simplest words are the only ones that work. Look at that view. Absolutely amazing. After that tough climb, that's exactly how it feels. It's just pure awe. And it doesn't matter if it's a busy day with tons of other people around. The sheer scale of the landscape just completely takes over. It's just, wow. But here's the thing about Skye, and it's a big one. That perfect view? It is absolutely not guaranteed. Photographers will tell you stories about this all the time. One minute, you are completely socked in by a cloud. You can't see a thing. And then, the next minute, the clouds just part. And you get maybe 4 minutes of the most perfect, moody, incredible light you've ever witnessed. You really have to be patient, and you have to get a little bit lucky.
So, you've got the shot. You've made the memory. But the journey isn't over yet. The trip back down actually offers a whole new perspective, not just on the amazing views, but on our relationship with this incredible place.
And this is important. On the way down, you really have to stay focused. Don't get carried away with the view. The path is narrow, it's often crowded with people still coming up, and the drop-offs are seriously steep. It is so easy to get distracted by the view and take a wrong step. You have got to watch your footing.
You know, the journey down also makes the modern pressures on this landscape crystal clear. You can really see the worn-down paths, the little signs of erosion everywhere. And it makes you appreciate the constant, hard work that goes into maintaining this trail against the weather and, of course, the thousands upon thousands of footsteps.
And really, that brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. This landscape has been here for millennia. It was shaped by forces of nature that are almost impossible to wrap your head around. But today, it's being reshaped by us, by thousands of new footprints every single week. So it leaves us all with a pretty big question to think about. As we go out and experience these amazing, beautiful places, what's our role? What's your role in preserving them for the future?